Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alda Putri Ranti, NIM 0041 from TBI-B class. Bloom's theory. Benjamin Bloom worked as an educational professor, a researcher, an editor, and an examiner throughout his career. His main contribution to the area of education involved mystery learning, his model of talent development, and Bloom's taxonomy or level of critical thinking. He focused much of his time on the study of educational objectives and ultimately proposed any text similarities. One of the three psychological domains, cognitive, affective, or psychomotor. The cognitive domain deals with the knowledge and understanding of concepts or ideas. The affective domain is concerned with the attitudes and feelings that result from the learning process. Lastly, the psychomotor domain involves manipulative or physical skills. Benjamin Bloom worked for the University of Chicago's Board of Examination from 1944 into the 16th. He did work at different times for the other places, but he always had an office at the University of Chicago. The board was responsible for administering comprehensive exams to the students. At first, the comprehensive exams were focused on factual recall information. As time went on, the exams began to reflect a product change in education. The exams began to focus on how students solve problems instead of just factual recall. The years then Bloom worked for the University of Chicago's Board of Examination affected the way he achieved the purpose of education. The development of his educational taxonomy really began with his work for the Board of Examination. In 1956, Benjamin Bloom headed a group of psychologists at the University of Chicago who developed a theory of intellectual behavior important to learning and mastering a concept. This became known as Bloom's taxonomy, which is still an integral part of educational objectives today. His clarification of educational objective. Noah's Bloom's taxonomy incorporates cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domains of knowledge. While working at the University of Chicago in the 1915s and 16s, he wrote two important books, Stability and Change in Human Characteristics and Taxonomy of Educational Objectives, 1956. Bloom's taxonomy provides structure in which to categorize test questions. This taxonomy helps teachers pose questions in such a way to determine the level of understanding then a student process. For example, based upon the type of question asked, a teacher can determine then a student is competent in content, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and/or evaluation. This taxonomy is organized in a hierarchical a way to organize information from basic factual recall to higher or the thinking. This data table below is from the article written by with the title Bloom et al.'s Taxonomy of the Cognitive Domains. The table below describes the level of Bloom's taxonomy, beginning with the lowest level of basic factorial. Each level in the table is definite, give descriptive verb, then will poster each, better prepare question, then will poster basic knowledge, recall all the way to questioning, stylish, then poster synthesis and evaluation by structuring the questioning format. Teachers will be able to better understand what the child's weaknesses and strengths are and determine ways to help students think at the higher level.